What's up, you guys, man? This is the Poor Prospect, back with another episode of the Mental Awakening Podcast. I appreciate all your love and support. If you listen on Spotify, thank you for listening, tuning in, and hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop a pod. If you're listening on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, actually, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell so you're notified every time I drop a vid. All right, let's get to it, man. Topic of the day: re-entry fee. Remember that. And what a re-entry fee is: if you leave and you go out, there's a fee for coming back. There's things you must adhere to before coming back. You even have to go back through security and get checked out just to come back. And it's the same thing in my life. What I'm realizing, everybody don't get a re-entry fee. Everybody don't deserve a re-entry fee. And if they don't pass the clearance side of the re-entry fee, you excommunicate from them. You don't have dealings with them. I learned a very valuable lesson. Never let anybody affect your peace. Never let a disruptive force, who you know is disruptive, affect your peace just because you're lonely during this time frame. Like I told you guys, I'm going through my journey of solitude in the B100 with y'all. I invited, well, not invited, I allowed a force to infiltrate my energy field that I knew was toxic. I knew it was bad, but I felt the reason I initially did it was on good grounds. To be all the way transparent with you, I had cut off talking to my ex for a long time, for a while. I had cut it off. I had cut it off and everything. Wasn't talking to her, wasn't saying nothing to her, wasn't acknowledging nothing. All of a sudden I get a phone call out of nowhere. And if you know anything about me, I'm very, when I get that phone call, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if something happened or whatever. I'm a caring person. And so I answered the phone, picked up, and we were engaging in conversation and talking and everything. And, just kind of getting updated on what's going on with each other. And it was a good dialogue, very good dialogue. And I speaking life into her as I felt that compelled to do that. I felt compelled to let her know that speak on the positive and not the negative. What you speak on the most will become a focal point in your life. And I was explaining to her, just speaking positivity over yourself. And she was asking, how do you do that? And we just had a great conversation. Really good conversation. Everything was cool. Fast forward, we started talking. Now we're starting to talk every day, dang near. And it's like, okay, you start falling back into old habits. When you fall back into old habits, you allow yourself to go back to where you were with the person. When y'all stop talking, you allow yourself to get to that point. And that's what I allowed to happen. I allowed myself to get back to a state of the familiar. And I have to realize I'm not that person no more. And there's a re-entry fee with me. You have to go through clearance, have to clear all your stuff, make sure you really have changed and you fit into my energy field. Because some people just don't fit it. It just don't work. It don't work and everything. And I realized that it don't. It don't. And everything came to a head a couple days ago, and I realized that person can never re-enter again. They didn't pass clearance, and I allowed them to get through and regain access based off of familiarity, based off of where I'm at currently. And I allowed that person to do that. And so I take full accountability for the whole incident. Nothing the other person did. Nothing that she did. Nothing. It's all on me. I take full accountability for that because I allowed myself to fall back into old habits. And realizing through the conversation when anger started happening, then the real feelings started coming out. The speaking down started coming out. And I engaged in that. I talked down too, which, like I said, I apologize to her and I apologize to myself, because I have to apologize to myself because I was making so good progress and I allowed that thing to infiltrate. I allowed that to infiltrate into my energy field when my energy field was so good. It was clean. I allowed myself to fall back in old habits. And I apologize to myself because I was doing so good. And I still am. I'm doing great. I removed that from my life, and that's gone. That's never to be opened up again. That's gone. Because at the end of the day, I'm at a place in my life right now where everything counts. Every word matters. Every second is a second to create and to be creative. And the next idea is going to pop. And every second I get closer to that happening. And so when you're doing that and you taking your steps like that, you don't have time to reach back and let somebody re-enter. The re-entry fee is high. It needs to be high. Because some people will be like, you know what? I can't pay that. That's what you need to hear. Because that'll weed out the who for you, who work and who don't. That's why re-entry fee is important. I'm just at a point in my life where I'm getting closer, but I need to even lock down even more. You understand? Like, this need to be Camp 8, like in life. The gun line, boss. It need to be locked down like that. Because I don't need any outside forces infiltrating and possibly pulling me back down. I got to realize I'm on a higher frequency right now, and so I'm really sensitive to a lot of stuff. And I've been wondering why I've been a lot more emotional lately. Real emotional, real raw, And what I'm realizing is it's because you unpeeling the layers back and getting to the root every day as you keep working and going and going. And you unpeeling your layers and you getting out of your comfortability. And sometimes when getting out of your comfortability is there, you rage out. You do. And I'm just realizing that it's a bigger picture to all this. It's a bigger picture to everything I'm doing. And so I need to prepare myself for the bigger picture, which means I can't afford for me to be comfortable and revert back to old ways. I can't afford to look back, looking back. I can't afford that. Everything must be in progress. Everything. And I have to continue to work on myself, work on my body, work on my mind, work on my soul. Those three things have to all be aligned with each other to accomplish anything that you need to accomplish within this thing. You have to have it. And so, I've been working, man. Like I said, slip up is going to happen. But don't make slip ups a part of your routine. Slip ups may happen. Don't make them routine though. Make sure that slip ups are not a part of your repertoire. They don't need to be added on. And when you do slip up, give yourself grace and get yourself back on track. And don't make that same mistake again. Never have to learn twice from the one mistake. Never have to learn twice from one mistake. And that's where the reentry fee thing comes into play. Watch what's around your circle and watch who you kick out your circle and make sure that they don't try to come back without going through clearance. And you see and you feel that energy and you feel, wow, they really changed. You can see and feel it. You can't fake energy. I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate y'all listening on Spotify. I appreciate y'all watching on YouTube. And hey, I will catch y'all another time. Hey, Porter, deuces.